The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 124 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the White Kingslayer's playing cards from Illusionist. So, with no further ado, let's take a look and see what we get. Here we have the White Kingslayer playing cards from Illusionist here, and this isn't not like a matte, it's kind of like a matte finish, but more of a almost satin kind of. It's not like super glossy, but it's not like super matte either. It's kind of like in between, so like a semi-gloss kind of or satin kind of tuck box here. You got King Slayers here with playing cards at the bottom, and you got that sword there. And then you just got the white color for the tuck box here, so kind of a minimalist kind of tuck box here. On the side, you just got plain white. Same thing on the other side. On the bottom, you got the Illusionist logo, a little bit of corporate information there. These were manufactured in Belgium here. Then you got a barcode here just off to the side. On the back, you got a sneak peek of the back design here. On the top, it says Kingslayers here in black outlined font there. On the inside of the tuck flap here, it says Topple, the Master. Nothing on the inner tuck flap, just that white colorway. And if we take the cards out of the box, on the inside tuck box here, it's just plain white. It's more of like a matte, kind of like plain white. The cardboard, just like cardboard stock there on the inside. So nothing too crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, time to take a look at the cards. And first we'll start with the back design here. For the back design here, you have an all-white back design. So there's no border, it's a borderless back design here. For this design, because it's just the white colorway of the deck. And here you got the two classic swords there. The swords there. In the middle there, like a mirrored back design. So you can flip it over and it's the same design in both directions there. So that mirrored back design of the two swords. And now for the cards you get. We'll start with the two jokers here. You got one joker here with two swords and they're kind of doing like an X shape. And then you got two swords here touching. They're like the tips are the points are touching there. You got like a straight line, two swords, and then you got an X shape. And these are the jokers. And you just got the back design on the back. Now for the custom Ace of Spades here. It says Kingslayers there at the top. You got the spade there in the middle with like the core card character there with the sword going through. And it says the Illusionist playing card company down below, printed in Belgium. So it has that like different kind of like stock to it, like card stock to it. As you can see like the lines in it. If I put it in the light. And then for the spades here, the rest of the spades here, you got pretty much like a standard spade design there. Just there's like a smaller pip on the cards here. As you can see, they're like slightly smaller. That goes throughout the rest of the cards. And then for the Jack, Queen, and King of Spades here, they're pretty like standard core card design here. Just in a black and white colorway here. And then for the diamonds here, you got a white diamond. For the instead of the red, you got a white with a black outline here. And that goes throughout the rest of the diamonds here. And the same thing for the Jack, Queen, and King of Diamonds here. Pretty much standard core cards here, standard design, just in a black and white colorway. And for the clubs here, you've got a pretty much standard club design. And then you got for the core card, Jack, Queen, and King of Clubs here. Standard core cards, and just in a black and white colorway. And you got those standard clubs. They're just slightly smaller like size here for these cards. Except for the ace here, you got a little normal size club there in the middle. Then for the hearts here, you still got that white colorway just like the diamonds with the black outline. And the Jack, Queen, and King of hearts here are just in standard hearts pretty much. I mean standard core cards pretty much, just in that black and white colorway there. And the hearts here are just the white colorway with the black outline. And then you got an extra Queen of Hearts here, just in that black and white colorway still. And the last card here, you got a double backer of the back design here. Now that we took a look at the cards, time to test the handling. And this is a different stock. It was made in Belgium here. So their handle is slightly different than the standard United States Playing Card Company cardstock. But first, we'll test the springability of the cards. And I gotta say, just right off those first couple springs, these are nice and like springy here. And they're nice and easy to spring. I don't have to put a lot of pressure into, like bending them to get them to spring. They're nice and smooth. So there's really no issues with the springs. You got those nice springs there. Well, now on to the fans. Well, as you can see, they spread nice and evenly here. You can see most of the pips and numbers there. And you can see most of them, just not like every single time. But they do spread nice and evenly there. There's no stickiness or clumpiness to them, which is nice. Now on to the fur. A nice smooth fur there, no issues there. And they weaved and interlocked nice and evenly there. Now for the giant fan of the back design. Now for that reverse fur. That's still pretty smooth. Not too bad there. Maybe a little bit rough, but not terrible. Now for the giant, and they interlocked and weaved nice and evenly too. Now for the giant fan of the faces. So as you might have seen for the colorway of the deck, it's a black and white design for the cards. But anyways, now on to the Wiffle Shuffle or Bridge Shuffle. Well, they're pretty smooth for the Wiffle Shuffles and Bridge Shuffles here. They're more like a softer, kind of like a Wiffle Shuffle. Wiffle, because they're slightly like thinner cards. They're not as like clicky of a card, because they're not like the thicker stock. But they're still nice and smooth. So no real issues there. Now on to a few packet cuts. Well, the packet cuts are pretty smooth. Now on to the one-handed cut or Charlier cut. Now on to the dribble. Well, the dribble seems pretty smooth so far. It's a softer type of dribble because the cards are like a thinner stock and they just feel a lot softer. But they're still pretty smooth, like no clumpiness to them. So no issues with the dribbles. Now on to the spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, overall, like I say, not a bad deck of cards here. A nice simplistic colorway of just a black and white deck here, which makes it nice and simplistic, which is not a bad thing here. They look great and they handle fantastic, so no issues there. No complaints with this deck at all. Illusionist has outdone themselves with a nice simplistic deck here. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 124 of a daily deck review. This has been the White Kingslayers from Illusionist, and I'm the Canadian Card Collector, signing out. See you next time. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.